everybody. It's Lynn, the leather bag lady. How are you all today? Nice day if you're a duck. It is absolutely pouring from the heavens today, leather bag lady weather report. And it will be until Saturday, I do believe. So it is crazy pants. But we will talk about that after today's bag. So I think it's 5 top brands that I will routinely look for. If you are a regular viewer of my channel, you will know what they are. If you are new to my channel, welcome. And here they are. Roots, Danier, Coach, Derek Alexander, and the 5th. What's the 5th? Roots, Coach, Derek Alexander, Danier, Fossil. Senior brain is real, folks. Senior brain is real. So those are the brands that I will pick up hands down without question. Obviously, condition pending. But today's bag is a really, really nice vintage Danier. So this silhouette is a silhouette I have had before. Actually, my girlfriend Deb, has one, and I have refurbished it for her. This is bigger than her one. So let's just unpack this baby. Let's just unpack it. So first of all, it has, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. Yeah, you can. It's got kind of a distressed look to it. And the way we can kind of, well, no, it's kind of the same inside, the inside flap as well. It's a little bit of corner wear. I have recolored the corners, but as you know, well, I mean, they're pretty dang good, but I can never get the color perfect. Nice big gusset on it. You're going to fit a ton of stuff in this bag. Nylon interior. There's your Danier Italian leather plaque. Zipper compartment. Look at the size of this phone compartment. So I've dated this late 90s slip compartment. It is all nylon, so it's very wipeable. It comes out completely, which I always think is a great thing. So there is a zipper compartment on the outside, and I love these rolled straps. Even though they've got the edge coat, it just seems to be, like everything else, better quality because it's a vintage piece. Even, I mean, the edge coat, no, there's no edge coat here. They've actually folded and stitched, which is awesome. But this edge coat is in perfect condition compared to the newer bags that are just crap. My girlfriend Pamela saw one of the bags that I had hung on the elliptical. If you follow me on Instagram, then you will have seen this picture. I had about 10 bags hanging on the elliptical, and one of them is a beautiful coral colored Coach. And she said she's in a new job after many years, like me, of, single lady survival, to the point where we knew what coins we had in our wallets. I mean, we kind of went through it together, she and I. She has been with her partner way longer. She's on her second live-in partner, and I had only just met Pius. So, she, even having somebody in her life, it's still a struggle because, you're trying to hang on to your independence, and, you want to pay for things, and, blah, de blah. So she was sharing with me that she really likes this coral Coach because she splurged, now that she's in a better position, and bought a Kate Spade bag, and the handles are already ripping. I am not a huge Kate Spade fan. I am not sure what people see in that brand. My opinion, which I am allowed to have. Now, where I've got a little Kate Spade somewhere that I do actually like. Now, where I've done a little bit of reorganizing. Oh, sorry for jogging the. So, like this kind of Kate Spade, I really like. It's still a soft bag. You know, I mean, I don't think you would use the draw. Well, maybe you would use the drawstring. So this is going to be a Shop at the Shed bag. Yeah, I don't know if I would use, I think the drawstring is just for aesthetics. But this Kate Spade, I really like. It just needs a tassel. I've actually put some of the Coach bags. I have taken 4 lawn bags out of the storage unit in the last 3 weeks. And I still have a complete empty shelf up here. Pretty cool. But yeah, this kind of Kate Spade I can get on board with all day long. But that Saffiano leather, structured, hard-sided, not my thing. Maybe we'll put this one in the Shop at the Shed tomorrow. That part of what I'm doing after I'm finished talking with you is pick the bags for tomorrow's Shop at the Shed. So last night's Shop at the Shed was great. A couple of bags are on their way to Florida. Marjorie, it is so cool. Marjorie, you're going to appreciate this. So when I was filling out the customs form, their bags are all packaged. I'm going to be taking them to the post office today. My autofill was already filling in your name and your address. So I don't know if it's a good thing for me. I don't know if you think it's a good thing, but I love my regular customers and I have had a handful of them over the years. Folks, I still consider friends. My very, very, very first regular customer was my friend Pauline in Toronto. Hope you're doing well, Pauline. If you're still watching me, haven't heard from you in a little while. I think her name is Nancy. I never remember her name. She's in Kenya, I think it is. Not a customer because I do not ship out there, but if I did, I'm sure she would be. Then I had Rini, who is from Quebec, who I have not heard from in a long time. She was actually thinking about maybe doing something on Etsy herself. Maybe I should reach out to her and ask her how she's doing. She asked me for a little bit of advice, and I had to kind of think about it for a minute, and I thought, what the heck? I think what I do is very unique. The history component of what I add to my Shop at the Sheds and to my Etsy, I think is a little bit different. I watch my YouTube colleagues all the time and I don't hear anybody sharing history. So I'm a little bit of a history buff. So that is a bit unique to me. So share the love. Rini, if you want to have an Etsy shop, knock yourself out. I was talking about it with the postal guy at my postal outlet, which was closed last night. So I would have had your bags out last night had my postal office been open. They have a really hard time getting staff, and when they do get staff, getting them to show up. So we took bags to the post office yesterday and it was closed. But he was saying, now I forgot what he was saying. Oh my goodness me. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. Anyway, let's continue with my customers. So there was Rini. Who else is there? Cynthia. I can't forget Cynthia in California. And now I have Marjorie in Florida. And there's a couple, well, maybe that's about it. I think those are my, oh no, I have another customer on Shopify and I'm not sure what her name is, but she's bought 5 or 6 bags from me and it's just so cool. I mean, I know my bag prices are really quite good, especially if you're a US customer because you're paying, my bags are in Canadian dollars. So, you know, a $30 bag, $35 bag, $45 bag, whatever is quite a bit less in American money. So, and then the young man at the postal outlet is still kicking my ass about getting on board with one of the third-party shippers. He uses a third-party shipper and he says you wouldn't have to touch your prices if you went with the shippers. So Yeah, it's just me getting out of my comfort zone and having to research new stuff and learning how to use the thermal label printer and a little bit of inconvenience because it's a drop-off spot and it's not, I mean, it's not miles away, but it is a couple of miles away. So that doesn't make sense. It's not that far. Like, it's not like, 10 miles away or whatever. But I mean, my postal is just around the corner. But, every time I show up there and there's no one there to, you know, take my parcels, it's like, oh, I got to get on board with that third party shipping because the US is just, it's a $25 shipping cost routinely. And he's like, it's half that if you use the third party shipper. And Canada Post has been giving us a small package discount, apparently a fairly significant discount. So that's only going to go up. So I'm going to have to do it because I really don't want to increase my prices or increase my shipping element. Because at the moment I pay maybe a little more than half. You're paying a little less than half. On Shop at the Shed. Etsy, it's free shipping in Canada and a very tiny $5 to the US. That is going to be changing a little bit, as I've been saying all along. So I was supposed to be out with my clients this afternoon. It is pouring, as I have said, so I kind of had a feeling that my client would cancel. He is not a great lover of getting wet. So we were going to see the Bob Marley movie. So yeah, I was kind of looking forward to it, but getting to stay home and play with my bags is okay. Especially opening these lawn bags that I have not had anything to do with for at least 3 years. It's like Christmas. I'm like, oh, look at this. Oh, look at that. I'm looking at all these bags that are going to be coming your way at Shop at the Shed sometime soon. And I'm waiting for my shipment of the string, I don't know what they call it, string lace or string tassel or something. And I really am going to be experimenting with these tassels that I want to make. And I've been going through all my belts and I've been sorting them out into show belts, art crawl belts, and strap making belts. And I found this really beat up old Ed Hardy belt, and it is gonna make the most spectacular shoulder strap. So just, kind of getting excited about that. Got a lot going on right now. We're off on vacation next week, so we leave a week today. Right now, next week, we'll be on the plane. So there won't be any Shop at the Sheds or any Etsy videos. But we're going to make sure we check, though, this time. Because when I was in Mexico a year ago, November, I did do videos, but I also made a bunch of phone calls home to mom, and I ended up with a $200 bill. So I don't want that this time around. So we're going to Pius said he was going to go up to the phone place and see if there is like a package or something we can purchase. But we are going to be going to Toronto the day before, and Pius has got a few things to do, and then we are going to be staying over and parking the car at the hotel or parking the truck at the hotel, and then whoosh, off we go. It was not kind of the be all and end all for me to vacation. Pius is very used to going on a warm vacation just because, yes, we went to the East Coast last year, but we drove. And I mean, I didn't drive. I drove for 50 minutes out of 48 hours. So poor Pius, I mean, not only does he drive for a living, but he does all the driving any other time. So it really wasn't a vacation. I mean, these vacations for Pius, he literally lays on the lounger with a pina colada and just relaxes. So, and it's just before he goes back to his regular shift, his regular job. He has his last visit with the surgeon the Friday after we come back. And so there's a bunch of things going to be happening in May. I am going to be adding a Sunday shop at the shed. The shipping prices could be going up depending on what I decide to do with the third-party shipper. And there was something else that was going to happen. Yeah, I can't remember. Senior brain, folks. There's a lot of stuff going on. I got to choose another location. Well, I've already chosen it. Flamborough is it's not a new community. It's kind of a rural community that is slowly getting swallowed up by the city of Hamilton. And there are new facilities popping up everywhere. So I need to get on Google and see what is new out there. I've never really done Flamborough before, but I'm going to pick, probably the last Thursday of every month is my day to go to the location and actually pop in, pick up current business cards to see who's new and who's working, if I can book a show then. I had a show yesterday in Grimsby. It was great. My sister came and hung out for a little while. She knew all kinds of people in there because my sister and I are both recreational therapists. My sister was in the industry way longer than I was. She actually worked at the college for rec therapy. So she bumped into students that she was the placement officer. So she bumped into students that she had placed. She bumped into colleagues that she had worked with in previous years. It was kind of cool. She really enjoyed her short time hanging out with me. Then she helped me pack up, which was wonderful. My sister bought where is it? She bought the fossil tote. So that is going to her tomorrow because we are going to see the Peach Kings in their next round of their competition. I don't know what the series is or whatnot. So I'm going to, on the floor it goes. So I'll take that out to remind myself to bring to her. So I'm going to now pick out some more bags for our tomorrow's episode of Shop at the Shed. I will be doing that now that I don't have to go anywhere. It's fabulous. And that is about it. So I hope you are all having a great day. I don't think there was anything else I wanted to share with you. No, the Coach bags. So I've got a little stack of Coach bags right here. You know, they're not quite vintage Coach bags. What is this one? 2007. So a couple years I'll be able to list this on Marketplace or on Etsy rather. But the weight of this hardware, it's got a little bit of tarnish to it, but see, I don't know if this one would be a good candidate for a tassel because it's so heavy already, but this just screams, I want a tassel. I want a tassel. A little bit of darkening up here. But I've got this one. This one I absolutely love. This aesthetic is just so in right now. What year is this? 2010. I think I'm reading it right. Maybe you can help me. That's the year, right? So this is what does that mean? It is a outlet bag. That's what the F means, right? And then 07, I think. I don't know. I can't imagine this leather being an outlet bag, but I think that's what it means. Not a huge, never really been a huge Coach person, to be honest. My jam is Lucky Brand, Fossil, anything that really is just well made. Like some of the bags that Purse Trippin finds regularly, like the real boho, like crunched leather, that kind of leather that really marks up. I just love that stuff. So there's that one. This one is, what was it? 2010. Yes. And then this one, which was a complete mess. And I've repainted it, but there are still some areas where the, you know, the color, it's actually coming out quite well. But you can see areas where the color doesn't quite match. Yeah, you can see it, really see it there. But I'm not mad at it. I don't care. Considering the state that it was in when I got it. What's this one? 2009. So that's another. But these little shoulder bags are so in fashion right now. But so that's just me in the shed playing with my bags. Like, I've got a t-shirt coming that is along those lines. Pius's daughter, Rebecca, bought the Cadillac of cricket machines for Christmas, and she has made me a sweatshirt and 3 t-shirts, I believe, just with my leatherbag-lady.com here. And then one t-shirt has a huge saying on the back, which she picked out, found it, and sent it to Pius. And Pius like, oh, please make her a t-shirt with that on the back. So when I get it, I will for sure let you see it. So everybody have a great rest of the day. If you are in this weather, you know, stay dry. If you're not enjoying beautiful sunshine, sit on the deck, have a glass of wine later, maybe. We're almost at the weekend. And I will talk to you. No show tomorrow because there's a shop at the shed. That was the other change. I'm not going to be doing I'm not going to be doing Etsy videos, vintage bag experience videos the same day that I'm doing shop at the sheds. It's just getting to be too much. So, and I'm not doing enough preamble to my shop at the sheds. My efforts to try and sort the SEO out on my own, not doing very well. But, you know, every day is a step forward, right? So, yeah, so no vintage bag experience tomorrow, but there will be a shop at the shed. Bye, everybody.